What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! Why you lie? It's July. NBA 2024 free agency! Bro, I dove into this just in time. Last night at around 4 a.m., apparently, Paul George is now an official Philadelphia 76er. Fuck! This man should have been a Golden State Warrior, guys. If you ain't been paying attention to the NBA news this past 2 weeks, it was rumored that PG was supposed to come to the Warriors. Bro, first of all, we have hella free agency between Woj and the Charizard. Dude, we going to be strolling up and down and seeing and catching up to everything. So just bear with me just a second. But as of right now, Paul George is an official Philadelphia 76ers. Guys, you see the time right now on the bottom right side of the screen. Niggas just woke up about 10 minutes ago. Ain't brushed my teeth. Ain't showered. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we diving straight into this raw and in full effect. Pause, bro. PG is a Philadelphia 76er. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. PG, this better be your last NBA team, dog. Like, I don't know what age you are exactly. I think you're like 33 or 34. But you kind of bouncing around from team to team way too much, dog. You know what I'm saying? It would have been acceptable if you went to the Golden State Warriors. But, bro, at this point, you're chasing for a damn ring way too bad, dog. First, it was with the Thunder. Then it was with the Clippers. I think I'm missing out a potential team, most likely, too. And then now it's with the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 different NBA teams, PG, within the last 5 to 7 years, bro. You are a superstar NBA player. You should not be bouncing around from team to team like that, especially if you don't even have a ring already, trying to chase another ring. But as you can clearly see right here, what he got signed for, because he is a free agent and they didn't have to give up anything, the Sixers still got Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and they got that Jared McCain dude that they just drafted from college of the draft this year, who is a all-star potential point guard as well. I'm not going to lie to you, the Sixers team is kind of looking dangerous if they can stay healthy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm extremely salty. I feel like the Warriors should have got PG. I don't know what the fuck the Warriors are doing this offseason. I'm not going to lie to you. They probably got to be the top tier when it comes to, like, off-season works and stuff like that. The Warriors got to be the worst franchise in, like, making moves. And every real Warriors fan can kind of agree with me right there, bro. I don't know what they think when it's, like, the offseason. I just think they just extend the Cancun vacation and just don't care. But, like, bro, we haven't made any moves so far. There's been so much potential. But Paul George has signed an official 4-year, $212 million max contract. Big money, super max, well-deserved. PG's a respectable top 10, top 15 player in the NBA. Like I said, I don't agree with them bouncing around to another team, especially going to another team that has 2 to 3 all-stars on the squad already. PG, if you guys don't at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, fuck that, maybe the finals at least. PG, you're gonna be up there in the conversations with Kevin Durant of them roasting them and him just trying to bounce from team to team, and they say running away from the grind and this like that. So out of every NBA season, Paul George, this is extremely important for you, dog. What do you guys feel about this? Does this make the Philadelphia 76ers an automatic championship team? I mean, I can't believe this news, first of all, was announced like last night, like 3:34 a.m. where I live at, West Coast time. You know, it's wild, man. This NBA season that's gonna come up next year, bro, is gonna be fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. With that being said, let's scroll from up to down on the updated free agency, and this is perfect because just in, Derek White is now, and then after that, by the way, we'll do also like 3-1, 4-1 clips, whatever like that. We'll catch up on like NBA Chaz. He probably has his takes on like the NBA trades and the signings and stuff like that, and any other wild different clips we can find, or not wild necessarily, but you know what I mean, clips. Derek White has re-signed with the Boston Celtics, $125 million. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Derek White finessed this contract for surely. Players like Iverson and a whole bunch of superstars back in the day never even touched this type of money until like maybe their 6th or 7th year in the NBA, maybe, or lower than even, if not even that. But Derek White has came up big for the Celtics. You cannot deny it, especially over the like last half of the season. You know what I'm saying, with the clutch buckets and you know what I'm saying, the defensive end and stuff like that. And he almost was voted as an NBA All-Star, believe it or not. Derek White with the big boss status money. Congratulations. He's returning to the Boston Celtics. Celtics fans, is this something that excites you, or did you think that he was going to get traded, or you expect him to get traded or anything like that? Let me know how y'all feel about that. Free agent DeLon Wright. Well, I don't know who the hell this is. He has a 1 year, $3.3 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations. We have free agent Luka Garza is returning to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know who the hell this is. We have free agent Drew Eubanks has agreed to a 2 year, $10 million deal with the Utah Jazz. And unfortunately, I don't know who this guy is either. We have forward Justin Monet who's returned to the Portland Trailblazers on a 2-way contract. I don't know who this guy is either. We have Tobias Harris. Finally, I know who somebody is. He's going to the Detroit Pistons for a $52 million contract. Good money. Terrible team. Tobias, good luck playing with the Pistons. You go from a, near winning second round team to a team that's not going to make the playoffs in the next 5 to 10 years. But, hey, I guess that bag was worth it. How do you guys feel about that? Well, maybe Tobias Harris might take the Pistons to the play-in at least, huh? No? Hartenstein from the Knickerbockers has agreed to a 3-year, $87 million deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, if I'm the New York Knickerbockers, why would y'all do this? Now, all you have to rely on as a big man is Randall LeJohn, right? Randall LeJohn, he was injured last year, and from what I can remember, Randall LeJohn is low-key a little injury-prone, isn't he? He's an all-star caliber player. We're not going to deny that whatsoever. But most of these last couple of seasons, has he missed at least 15 to 20 NBA games because he has been injured? I don't know. This is weird for the Knicks to do this because this dude is the tallest dude in the state of New York. You're giving up height, you're giving up size, you're giving up defense. I don't know why they would just let him go. And also, given a fact, too, the Thunder must have been super thirsty for a big man, bro. $87 million deal. Big boy money. Congrats to Hartenstein. But he has a principal type of, basketball skills. I don't think Hartenstein might be in the league in the next 2 years. But he secured that bag just in case he ain't in that league. Enjoy that big bag, brother. The Knicks need another center. I don't know why they would just let him go. We have Jalen Smith. Who the hell is this? Has agreed to 3-year, $27 million contract with the Chicago Bulls. Oh, I thought Tyrese Maxey was leaving. Tyrese Maxey with the big boy money, $204 million. Extension with the Philadelphia 76ers. So now that actually makes it confirmed because I was asking you guys that question the other day while we was watching the NBA draft. Do you think that Tyrese Maxey will stay with the Sixers because they drafted Jared McCain, who has all-star point guard potential as well? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that now that they got rid of Tobias Harris, McCain is just going to play the fucking 2-guard. It makes sense because it could kind of be like a Dame Dollar / CJ McCollum mini duo again. So how do y'all feel about that? Tyrese Maxey with the big boy extension. I think it's deserved. If we're being honest, when Embiid is not on the floor, or when the Sixers never really had a point guard since the Iverson days. Maxey has been making plays through up and down the court and stuff like that. Is this deserved, Sixers fans? All right. Keep scrolling down. You already seen the PG news. We have Kelly Oubre has agreed to a deal with the Sixers to re-sign for $16 million. 2025 to 2026 season. Nice. Oubre, how y'all Sixers fans feel about that? We have Marshall's agent Derek Jackson. I don't know who the hell this is. Has agreed to a 3-year deal with the Dallas Mavericks. All right, for $27 million. Congrats. We have Plumber agent Marky Burstein. Lands with the Phoenix Buns. Oh, yeah, I seen a dude around. That's who we call the Chris Kaman Jr. dude, right? On the Clippers. I don't know. We have agent Schwartz. He has, Valanciunas has agreed to a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Washington Wizards. I ain't going to lie to you. You could tell Valanciunas definitely went for the bag because, bro, the Wizards, they're not going to make the playoffs until 2050. But congrats to Valanciunas because I don't know why the Pelicans wouldn't want to pay him. You guys are barely making the playoffs, didn't make the playoffs. And that was like your only big man. That was weird. I don't know why they would just deal with that. All right, next up we have free agent Chris Paul has signed with the San Antonio Spurs. Now, this news broke out yesterday. I was aware of this before this. The Warriors cut CP3. And the actual strange thing about it, if you actually go back and look at who we gave up, I can't find that one post that whoever posted on Twitter, but basically we gave up nothing for Jordan Poole at the end of the day for him to go to the Washington Wizards, which is fucking weird. I don't know what the Warriors was thinking. For you to just like cut CP3 after all of that, and then just, I don't know what the Warriors was thinking. Now, the Spurs actually got a decent point guard. And, you know, obviously CP3 isn't his prime self with the, like, Hornets days type shit or Clippers Lob City days even. But CP3 can still pass. That's one thing. It don't matter how old you get, your passing will never deteriorate. And I think this is actually a pretty solid move. I like this for wet bananas, man. You have a dude that, you know, was in the literal prime stages playing with the Lob City Clippers back in the day in the 2010s. I think CP3 is low-key going to get a little revival of his career right here. Get a little calm, you know, 10 to 15 points and like 15 to 20 assists. If I'm CP3, like I said throughout the entire Sperm season while we was reacting to the stuff that their teammates failed to do, CP3, this is literally your chance to like low-key break an NBA record. If I'm CP3, I'm going for the assist average per season record right here. You have the tallest dude in the entire United States and the entire world. Bro, go out there and put up 15 to 20 assists. You can shatter the assist record at the big age you're pushing 50 years old. CP3, this is actually decent signing. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to make at least a plane with that. But, hey, he got the bag at least. 1 year, low calm, $11 million deal. And it's in Texas, so you know what I'm saying? I believe they don't have the state taxes or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Educated reaction. So CP3 gets to save a little bit more money, especially with him going into the retirement, you know what I'm saying, era of his phase. So how do you guys feel about that part right there on CP3? You have PG. Agent. Okay, well, no, we already seen that. They were just talking about the agent. I don't know why I said I already knew what happened with him going to the Sixers. And next up, you have Caldwell Pope. He is going to the Orlando Magic off a $66 million deal. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. PCP dude finessed the Nuggets, boy. He got the motherfucker decent contract, I believe, off of that trade with the Lakers, right? And then he got a ring with the Nuggets, shitted on the Lakers because of that. And now he's going to go to the Orlando Magic, who respectfully, I mean, they did make the playoffs, but they're not going to get anywhere past the play-in of the first round for the next 10 to 15 years. Let's be honest. But, hey, PCP secured the bag. Congratulations. The Jazz are planning to waive Almora year 7. I don't know who this is. Klay Thompson is planning to have discussions with the Dallas Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, and the Sixers in the opening free agency. Obviously, from what I said somewhere in the video, that him going back to the Warriors is officially eliminated. Klay Thompson, we're going to see where you finally end up, man. I'm actually, a little bit sad, the little big three Splash Bros is officially to an end. But, hey, all good things eventually come to an end. Usually I would kind of bash Klay on this situation or any player from the Warriors. But we got our rings, you feel me? We got 2-3 rings. It's not like Klay spent his entire 10, 15-year career with the Warriors so far and just completely been ass and hasn't produced anything. I feel like if you're a real Warriors fan, definitely you should be mad and definitely feel some type of way for him, especially taking down photos and stuff. I said this about on stream already. Like, he was taking down photos and, especially the one where he won that latest ring in 2022 with Steph. I think that was kind of weird. But, I mean, hey, go wherever you feel happy. You feel me? You're pushing 45. Make it work. You know what I'm saying? See how y'all feel about that. What do you think with team he go? I ain't gonna lie. I see out of every team he goes to, I'm gonna be really mad if he goes to the Lakers. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And actually, that's gonna lead on to a video we're gonna watch later because LeBron was trying to lead GM himself to signing Klay Thompson. LeBron basically made a call to Klay Thompson apparently early in the morning on Sunday to try and recruit this motherfucker. But this will be a video on that. We'll look at that in a second. We have next up, bring it back. Okay, I don't know who this is. Luke Cornett. You guys know who this is? We have the Warriors. We're waiving Chris Paul like we talked about earlier because now he's on the Spurs. Damn, he had a $30 million guarantee. That's why the Warriors waived him. They ain't want to pay him that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Warriors be some damn cheap bastards sometimes, bro. You guys, if you peep that right here, because CP3 got $11 million. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to pay him the $30 million because, let's be honest, he was not playing like even a $1 million player last NBA season. But hey, CP3 finessed the league in. It's with the Spurs. You have Christie's agent Kevin Bradbury, Lakers GM. Christie intends to sign a 4-year, $32 million with the Los Angeles Lakers re-signing. Okay, nice. What else? You have new NBA salary cap, if you guys care about that, is at $140 million, right? Or not billion? $140 million. All right, guys. Disclaimer, bro. Okay, this is why I got confused when I was trying to think about the amount of zeros in a million. Guys, don't act like you don't see this too. The reason why I got confused, because if you read it, it's easier to read, right? But when you read like because you see how like some amount of money will have like $1,000,000.57, right? Or like $1,000,000.10. I was reading these motherfucking 2 zeros after, so that's why I'm like, oh, this shit has 7 or 8 zeros but I need to forget I forgot that was the cents. So that's why I got confused. And it was so funny when people was like talking about that. Like y'all acting like y'all wouldn't have said the same thing. You had 15 to 20 seconds to answer the question on the fly with no sheet of paper. I can read what a million looks like, but right off the bat, remember the amount of zeros. You're capping if you don't, if you know exactly. All right, so calm the fuck down on that part. But all jokes aside, new NBA salary cap is $140 million, and the luxury tax is $170 million. First apron, $178 million. Second apron, $188 million. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't even know what that means. I understand the NBA salary cap, but I don't know this luxury apron and second apron. So somebody in the comment section can let me know down below what exactly do they mean by that. It'll help. You have Toppin intends to sign a 4-year, $60 million deal to stay with the Indiana Pacers. Very big W for the you know what I'm saying, Toppin dude. I feel like the New York Knickerbockers mistreated him, and he completely shitted on me. They went and they versed each other in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it was a battle, or the second round or something like that, if y'all remember. All right, what's next up? The Pistons are hiring Coach J.B. Bickerstaff on a 5-year deal. Is that going to affect the Pistons and help them go to farther in the playoffs, or at least make the playoffs? The Spurs did not tender a qualifying offer to Dominique Barlow and become an unrestricted free agent. I don't know who that is. All right, free agent Bol intends to return to the Phoenix Suns. I don't understand, man. Like, why do these teams like re-sign players like this and they don't even be playing them? Like, they're gonna do this to playing for like 5 minutes a game. I don't get it. All right, so if you look at this, Rich Paul has told Clutch Sports LeBron has officially opted out of his contract player in LA for the next deal, and it's assuming he's probably going to take a pay cut to try and sign players. He's not going to go anywhere. Obviously, LeBron's staying. They drafted his son, Bronny, and they drafted J.J. Redick, who he's really close friends with off the court. So I don't think Lakers fans should have anything to worry about on that part. You have the Grizzlies declining to offer Luke Kennard on a reconstructed deal, and wow, okay. I hope Luke Kennard can find a team. I met Luke Kennard before in 2022 when I had that little Mountain Dew collab with me and Drewski. It was actually me, Drewski, and Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard's really good peoples and stuff, and big fan of the content. So hopefully he can get a better team to give him a great contract and the big boy money. Wishing the best for Luke Kennard right there. He deserves it. Hey, fucking come to the Warriors. I don't know why the Warriors don't pick him up. He can shoot a three. His offensive style fits the Warriors. Come to the Warriors. You got the Orlando Magic are declining Mo Wagner's $8 million team option. You have Torrey Craig has Craig from Friday? He's picked up a $2.8 million option. Okay. Bro, they had like 10 posts about PG, man. That man PG. You had the Pistons are declining Evan Fournier's $19 million team option. This opens up $50 million in cap space. I can see why they did that. Evan Fournier is probably not going to be in the league in the next, maybe by the time GTA 6 releases. All right, you have Royce O'Neal intends to sign a new 4-year, $44 million deal with the Phoenix Suns. How do y'all feel about that? All right, you have the Atlanta Hawks will not deliver a qualifying offer to Sadiq Bey, clearing him to become an unrestricted free agent. This is another player I think the Warriors can low-key select too. Like, bro, see how I'm talking about? The Warriors can make so many moves right now, but I don't know what they got going on. The Houston Rockets picking up Jason Tate's $7.6 million option for the 2024-2025 season. Miami Heat Forward Kevin Love is declining a $4 million option for both sides, negotiating a new deal. Opening days of free agency. I don't know why Kevin Love is acting stingy like that. Bro, Kevin Love, you're pushing 65. You've been in the league since Silly Bands was in style, bro. You don't deserve anything over $5 million, broski. All right? So, I don't know what they got going on, but she better do something quick. Russell Westbrook is coming back to the Los Angeles Clippers with a $4 million option. Portland Trailblazers are picking up Delano Bain. I don't know who the hell that is. The Orlando Magic declining forward Joe Ingles, $11 million option. Ingles is 36. It's time to play golf, brother. We have the Los Angeles Clippers will not tender a qualifying offer to Brandon Boss. Bro, who are these players, bro? Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Are these like generated, created 2K niggas? Who is this nigga? He's an unrestricted free agent. Reporting on the Hawks. Ooh, Brandon Ingram's in a trade block right now. Potential rumor of the Pelicans. And it would make sense because the Pelicans just signed Dejounte Murray, who actually we was about to report on. I actually almost forgot about it on the side of my head right now. But Dejounte Murray is now an official Pelican. We will look at that clip of that as well. How do y'all feel about that, Pelicans fans? It's a win for the Pelicans, L for the Atlanta Hawks. But I mean, if the Hawks can get Brandon Ingram, that low-key might be better than them having Dejounte Murray. Russell tells ESPN that his option with the LO jersey is about to see him, so he wants to play with them. Okay, so they're still trying to figure out if Russell's going to stay. You have the San Antonio Spurs. Devontae Graham are moving a guaranteed deal on his contract back to July 8th. And then you see it right here, the story on the Pelicans Dejounte Murray trade. Hopefully when we find a clip of it, we'll look at exactly how this was done. But maybe it might say it right here. The full trade is on ESPN. Dejounte Murray for Lance Jr., Dyson Daniels. I know who Lance Jr. is. He's the son of Lance Nance, who played on like the 80s. And then he also got a first-round pick from the Lakers and 2027 first-round pick, least favorable of the Bucks and Pelicans. I don't know what that means, a least favorable. I think they come up with these new rules every year. The Pelicans are trading the first round of the Lakers. This is probably during the draft, maybe. And then the Wizards guard the Shamet, moving his $11 million guarantee date to 13th. Deadline had been Saturday. Steph Curry's brother is interest waiving guard, but interest exists on both sides, so he's a free agent right now. You have the Toronto Raptors are picking up a $23 million option to guard Bruce Brown's contract. You have the Golden State and Chris Paul intend to move back the date to guarantee $30 million for the next season. So they moved his little $30 million. Yeah, the Warriors did this off a straight money cap move right here. What else? What are you looking at? Looking for? Dallas, Tim Hardaway, and 3 second-round picks to Detroit. So Tim Hardaway is no longer on the Dallas Mavericks. You have Emmanuel quickly intends to sign a 5-year, $170 million contract to stay with the Toronto Raptors. Big boy money. Congratulations to Emmanuel quickly. Utah center has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Raptors. Has Dennis Jenkins, I don't know who these last 2 players is, Isaiah Jones, all agreeing to deals with their teams. Y'all can read that. Oregon has agreed to the Rockets. Now, this is going back to the NBA draft. Minnesota has traded their 57th pick. If I missed out on that because I wasn't able to see it, they didn't show it. I mean, they showed it, but they didn't announce all of it. And here's more random draft picks that we can catch up on that they traded for. Reggie Jackson to Charlotte with 3 unprotected picks. The Magic traded the number 47 pick to New Orleans. The Clippers targeting Cam Christie. Atlanta, Miami flipped the 43 to 44 for sure. And I think we're coming into an end right here. Let's see if we can scroll back up to the top and see if where Jorsky reported any more news last second. The Boston Celtics majority ownership group led by Y.C. Grobeck is planning to make the franchise available for sale. The investment group purchased the team in 2002. Ooh, I know what they're trying to do. This is a money move for sure. Now, I'm not into stocks and stuff like that. And I'm never into crypto or like the Bitcoin and stuff like that. I never got into it. But from the outside looking in from my eye, it looks like this guy did this as a money move. And it's low-key kind of smart. Maybe what do you guys think about this? The Celtics just won an NBA title. That means their stock shot all the way into infinity and beyond. And he's basically just trying to pull out himself, you know what I'm saying, the team, and seeing what he can get for it. He's had this team investment since 2002. How do y'all feel about this? Is this greed, or is it selfishness, or is it smart? What you guys got to say about this? All right. Anything else? Nope, nothing else. All right, we're going over the NBA Chaz in just a second. Thank y'all for letting me read off all that news right there. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a lot. Let me go also to the charts or dude if he reported anything else. Nope, same thing. All right, so we got multiple clips to look at. Multiple clips to look at, actually. All right, first up.
$212 million maximum contract with the Philadelphia 76ers.
You have NBA Chaz reporting on the PG.
Has agreed on a 4-year, $212 million maximum contract with the Philadelphia 76ers, teaming up with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey in the East to go for a title. And this instantly makes me think of when Embiid and Paul George were together on the broadcast. I think it was in the NBA Finals, and Embiid gave him those eyes. I think from then I knew he was going to the Sixers. And the reason contract talks fell through between Paul George and the Clippers was Clippers were only offering him 3 years when Paul George wanted 4, and that's what he got here with the 76ers, who also retained Kelly Oubre on a 2-year, $16.3 million deal, and also added Andre Drummond in free agency on a 2-year, $10 million plus deal. And on the Clippers side of things, they added Derek Jones Jr. on a 3-year, $30 million deal, sort of to replace Paul George in that aspect. And James
Damn. Wait. So the Derrick Jones was on the Clippers, and when I was on
Harden also re-signed with them on a 2-year, $70 million deal. So now, without Paul George there, James Harden and Kawhi Leonard get the ball more in their hands, and they also add a defender in Derrick Jones Jr. But I can't wait to watch this big three, Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey, compete together, and they've got some depth as well.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. I don't know what you guys think about that.
LeBron James is doing some recruiting for the...
All right, here's the LeBron James call to Klay Thompson. I talked about it earlier, to recruit him for free agency.
Hopping on the phone with Klay Thompson, and it is reported that he's going to take a pay cut in order for the Lakers to get some extra additions to the team. If they can't do that, then he will sign a bigger contract. But here's Woj reporting that LeBron called Klay at the start of free agency.
The one that is hard to picture in another uniform would be Klay Thompson and the Warriors. What's going on there?
He's clearly headed for another uniform. His career in Golden State is essentially over.
All right, I don't want them to copyright it because this is a news.
Chris Paul,
section.
After getting waived earlier in the day by the Warriors and becoming a free agent,
with the Spurs?
has signed a 1-year, $11 million deal with the San Antonio Spurs. And he
Oh, no, I thought that was CP3's interview.
He had a great talk with Spurs head coach Greg Popovich and was sold on the culture and opportunity to help elevate the game of Wemby. Chris Haynes also said Chris Paul is eager and motivated to showcase he's still an elite guard in the...
Okay, CP3 said he's motivated to show that. All right, next
Victor
up.
Wembanyama and Team France.
We have Wembananas preparing for the Olympics, throwing lobs of Rudy Gobert.
They've actually got Wemby and Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert.
I can't wait to see Wemby in the Olympics. So obviously he's not on USA.
2 7-foot-plus players. That's a bit of a cheat code. Take a look at some footage.
Wemby's so excited, man. He makes everybody look short. Damn. Wemby making an all-star team. He has to next season, bro. Guaranteed. Is that Derek White? Oh, no.
LeBron James continues his preparation
we got more.
for the
we got
Olympics.
LeBron James worked out for the Olympics. Practices with one leg three. He's always practicing my type of shots.
Which LeBron is using right now in the Olympics, so he's obviously getting used to the different ball. And he was hitting some crazy one-leg threes at the end of the video, so stick around for that. JJ Redick actually said in his Lakers press conference he wants LeBron shooting more threes, so preparing for the upcoming season, but more importantly right now for him, he's preparing for the Olympics.
My type of up and under. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, the rotation on the ball is crazy. All right. Bronny over there in the cut. All right, let me also one more. Let me look at a little bit of the Kenny Beecham's take. I know he had a take, I think, about the Dejounte Murray trade. And that's gonna wrap it up.
Of the Bucks. What's the word, y'all? Another domino is falling. Dejounte Murray just got traded to the Pelicans about 2 hours ago.
Kenny.
But I'm finally here to record a video. Now, originally, I was out playing some golf and I saw this first tweet. New Orleans has landed Dejounte Murray to anchor the Pelicans backcourt. And I was like, whoa, that's huge. Because I feel like for the last month or two, everybody had been mocking Dejounte to the Pelicans, but it was more like a win-win thing where it was Brandon Ingram going back to Atlanta. Trae Young has a new running mate in Brandon Ingram, and the Pelicans finally have a real point guard. But instead, that's not even what the package is. It is Larry Nance. It is Dyson Daniels. It is a 2025 first-round pick via the Lakers. That was a pick that they deferred. They could have took it this year. They decided to bet against LeBron James and stuff, his old age, and maybe next year they missed the playoffs completely, and that pick is a little bit more valuable. And then a 2027 first-round pick that is the least favorable of the Bucks and the Pelicans one. So it is not the trade that we mocked up, but it's a trade that we like, man. The Pelicans have been an interesting team, let's say that. Because Woj also hit this one. And I knew it was bad. We had made videos about the Pelicans, how they, as a team, didn't make sense. The fact that they were good, but also awful in the clutch, and also never won fourth quarters. It made zero sense for them to be a playoff team, but they thugged it out. It also made zero sense that their starting five had a negative net rating, but somehow they made the play. Like, it is a team with a bunch of improbable circumstances that still led to W's. And that was one of the reasons why I really enjoyed watching them play. But Woj hit this tweet. Because I saw a lot of things, because again, I was a little bit late to the party here, where people were saying, oh, I guess that means that Dejounte Murray's going to trade, Brandon Ingram's going to trade in a different deal. And that's still possible. But Woj said that the Pelicans are trying to keep Brandon Ingram around. Here's the actual tweet.
Damn, I was thinking about that, because they still got Brandon Ingram. It's not like he's on the, he's already gone and they're a free agent. I don't know. The Pelicans should keep Ingram. What the fuck? Zion Williamson, CJ McCollum, Dejounte Murray. You know what I'm saying? Who else am I missing? Like, bro, they got a squad.
0-24 when trailing entering the fourth quarter. 2-14 in close games. And see, Murray is a player who can generate offense late in games. Pels remain committed to the core that includes Zion, CJ McCollum, and then trying to find common ground with Brandon Ingram on a contract. So it's still possible that Brandon Ingram could get traded, but they're trying to run it out. And whoa, what a pickup, man. Considering the price that you paid, I love it. I still don't know what that lineup looks like, assuming that, let's say they do figure something out with Brandon Ingram, because in my personal opinion, when I looked at the Pelicans going into this offseason, I thought there was no world where Herb Jones and Trey Murphy III weren't the starting wings on this team. And if you extend Brandon Ingram here, there's a world where neither of those two guys are the starter for the team. I just don't know. I just don't know. Again, this is a good get given the price that you paid. You've been looking for a point guard. You've needed a point guard. And Dejounte Murray is let's be real, he's a point guard. The experiment at Atlanta, him playing off ball, not full time, but him playing off ball just didn't really work out. And it felt as though when Trae Young went down with his injury, and they really allowed Dejounte to be the point guard, things looked a little bit better for him specifically.
Yeah, man. We're gonna end it off right there. We gotta see where Brandon Ingram will end up. What do you guys think about all these trades and everything that went down in this NBA free agency? It's already looking crazy.